I still remember the exact moment my life tilted just slightly, quietly, like a door you thought was locked suddenly unlocking on its own. It happened on a Thursday evening, the kind of day that isn't supposed to matter. The sky was dull gray, the office lights were flickering without shame, and all I wanted was to go home. Eat something unhealthy and forget the world existed. But then he walked in. My ex-boyfriend, Arav. Even his name was a memory I had trained myself not to say aloud. It had been almost 2 years since we ended things. 2 years of pretending I didn't care. 2 years of convincing myself I hated him for how things ended. And yet when he stepped into my office lobby, I felt my heartbeat stumble like a sudden drop in temperature. He didn't see me at first. He was talking to the receptionist signing in. He looked older, but in the way men look when they've lived more than they care to say. A few lines touched his jaw, and his hair was a little longer than before. But his eyes, those same dark, searching eyes, were unchanged. And of course he noticed me. Arav always noticed me. His gaze lifted, stopped, and held. The room didn't freeze. I did. He walked toward me slowly, carefully. Like I was a memory he wasn't sure he was allowed to touch. "Hi," he said. Voice calm, familiar, and terribly dangerous for my sanity. I forced a smile. "You're here. Brilliant. 2 years, and that was the best I could do." He chuckled softly, the sound hitting me somewhere between my ribs. "I'm meeting with Mr. Khan, consulting work." He paused. "I didn't know you worked here." Of course he didn't. After the breakup, I changed everything. My number, my city, my routine. I had rebuilt my life carefully, brick by brick, trying to leave no space where his shadow could fit. But life is cruelly skilled at finding cracks. There was a long silence before he said, "You look good." I didn't want those words to matter, but they did. They always had. "Thank you," I said softly. "You look good too." His expression shifted, something between relief and regret, as if he wanted to say 1,000 things but swallowed them down. Then his voice dropped slightly. "I'm glad you're okay." I wasn't sure why that broke me a little. Maybe because he was the last person who ever saw me fall apart, the last person I ever trusted enough to break in front of. Before I could respond, Mr. Khan appeared and called him inside. Arav gave me one last look before turning away, and just like that, he disappeared behind the glass door. But something inside me refused to settle. For the rest of the day, my thoughts kept circling the same question. Why now? Why him? Why again? It was almost 10 p.m. when I finally stepped out of the office. The parking lot was quiet, dimly lit, and the cold air wrapped around me like a warning. I pressed the unlock button on my car when I heard footsteps behind me. My heart jumped. I turned quickly and found Arav standing a few steps away. "Hey," he said simply, hands in his pockets. I exhaled in relief, then annoyance at myself. "You scared me." "Sorry," his voice softened. "I didn't want to leave without talking to you." I hesitated. Part of me wanted to run. Another part, one I hated, wanted to stay. "What do you want, Arav?" I asked quietly. He looked at me for a long moment to explain, to say what I couldn't say before. I felt an old anger rise inside me. "It's been 2 years. And I've been trying to forget you for all 2 of them," he said, his voice low and raw. It didn't work. My breath caught. He stepped closer, but not enough to touch me, just enough that I could feel the warmth of him, the sincerity, the danger of emotions I thought I buried. "Why did you really come here tonight?" I whispered. His jaw tightened. "Because I found something that involves you." I froze. "What do you mean?" He looked around the empty parking lot, as if checking for someone. "I think someone has been following you," he said quietly. My stomach dropped, cold and heavy. "What?" I laughed nervously. "Arav, don't start." "I'm serious." His eyes locked onto mine, intense and unwavering. "I didn't come here by chance. I've been watching your street for 3 nights. Someone is sitting in a black car outside your building almost every night. They follow you when you leave. They wait when you come back." A chill ran through me. "This is not funny," I said, voice shaking. "I'm not joking," he whispered. "And tonight, they followed you to work." The world around me suddenly felt colder, darker. I looked into Arav's eyes, searching for doubt, exaggeration, anything. But there was nothing. Only fear, not for himself. For me. "Why are you telling me this?" I whispered. His answer was simple, devastatingly honest. "Because I still care about you. And because someone is watching you and I don't know why." A silence stretched between us, heavy and terrifying. And in that moment, I realized something. My peaceful life was no longer peaceful. My past wasn't done with me. And Arav wasn't either. For a long moment, I couldn't speak. The cold air in the parking lot felt suddenly heavy, pressing against my throat. Arav's words kept circling inside my mind, each one sharper than the last. "Someone is watching you. Someone is following you. And I still care about you." I swallowed hard. Arav, this doesn't make any sense. Why would someone follow me? I don't have enemies. He studied my face like he was searching for something I wasn't saying. Did you receive anything strange recently? Messages, calls, emails. Anything? I tried to think. Just spam mail, promotions. Nothing weird. His expression darkened. I don't think this is random. A gust of wind blew between us, carrying the smell of rain. I crossed my arms instinctively, partly from the cold, partly from the fear slowly settling inside me. He took a step closer. Can I drive behind you tonight? Just until you reach home safely. I hesitated. Allowing him near me again felt dangerous, but not allowing him was starting to feel worse. Fine, I whispered. He nodded, relief softening his tense jawline. Stay close to the main road. Don't stop anywhere. The drive home was unnervingly quiet. My hands were tight on the steering wheel, and I checked the rearview mirror more times than I could count. Arav's car stayed right behind me the whole way. When I reached my building, I glanced at the empty street. Nothing suspicious. No black car, no headlights waiting in the dark. Maybe he was wrong. Maybe this was a mistake. But the moment I stepped out of my car, Arav parked beside me and climbed out fast. There, he whispered, pointing toward the far end of the road. I turned. A dark car, headlights off, parked too still, too deliberately. I felt my stomach flip. Oh my God. Get inside, Arav said sharply. I fumbled for my keys, heart thundering in my ears. Arav walked with me until I reached the building door. I'm coming up, he said. No, you can't. It's not safe, he cut in. You shouldn't be alone. Every instinct I had told me to refuse, but fear, raw and undeniable, made me nod. We climbed the stairs silently. When we reached my apartment, I opened the door and switched on the lights. Everything looked normal, too normal. Arav checked every room like he had done this 100 times. Only when he was sure everything was clear did he finally relax. I stood near the window staring out at the street. The dark car was still there, just waiting. Arav came to stand beside me. See, this isn't in your head. The weight of the moment hit me all at once. I sank onto the couch, my hands trembling. Arav, what do they want? Why me? He ran his fingers through his hair. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. The firmness in his voice sent a warmth through me, one I didn't want to feel, but couldn't stop. You shouldn't be here, I whispered. You're not responsible for me anymore. His eyes met mine, steady and gentle. I left your life once. I'm not doing it again. Not when you're in danger. I didn't know what to say. His presence in my apartment brought back memories. I had locked away. Nights we talked till dawn. Mornings we fought over coffee. The love I tried so hard to forget. And the heartbreak. I wrapped my arms around myself. Why did you really come back, Arav? The truth. He sat beside me, leaving a careful space between us. I never stopped thinking about you. Not one day, he paused. And then a week ago, someone sent me a message. My breath caught. What kind of message? He took out his phone and handed it to me. On the screen was a picture. A photo of me, outside my building, at night. Taken from afar, without my knowledge. My blood turned to ice. Below it, a message. You couldn't protect her then. Try now. I stared at it until my vision blurred. Arav, who sent this? Who would say something like that? His jaw clenched. Someone who knows our past. A chill worked its way through my spine. What past? I whispered. He looked away, hesitating. There's something I never told you. Something that happened before we broke up. I turned to him, heart pounding. Arav, what did you do? His eyes lifted to mine, filled with regret. I didn't tell you the real reason I left. I wasn't protecting myself. His voice dropped. I was trying to protect you. My breath froze. Protect me from what? He exhaled shakily. A man I used to work with. Dangerous. Obsessive. He wanted something. From me, and when I refused, he started asking questions about you. The room felt smaller, the air thinner. You lied to me, I whispered, my voice breaking. You broke my heart to protect me? He closed his eyes. Yes. Shock and anger collided inside me. You should have told me! I know, and I'm sorry. His voice trembled. But he's back. And he's watching you. I felt tears burning behind my eyes. Not from fear, but from the terrible truth. The man I had spent 2 years trying to forget had walked away not because he didn't love me, but because he did. I looked at him, voice shaking. What do we do now? Arav reached for my hand, hesitant, unsure, like he was afraid I'd pull away. I didn't. We face this together, he said quietly. This time I'm not running. Outside, the dark car's headlights suddenly turned on. Arav stiffened. He whispered one word. He found us.